direction. They might see the gun barrel. Good kill from Haji. That's going to force him to turn and address the situation, which activates NBK, but he's traded as well. Maka's in trouble with the off. They've got him pinned down, but Masuta has arrived. Good backup, good cleanup. And they've got a 5-round lead.
Yeah, they do. I don't know. No, nobody peeking on the other on the CT side there made that a little bit worrisome. There was a chance maybe that it could have gone wrong, but in the end they make up for it. So I guess all is forgiven. Yeah, there we go. Good shot from Joko. The deagle didn't change the round, unfortunately.
No, not at all. But it was a nice shot in the trade. That would have been something that could have maybe potentially created an opportunity if Masuta wasn't there so quick. Speaking of the Devil, speaking of Masuta, he had a PC crash, so we're getting a little tech delay.
We're bringing him back.
Yeah.
Good. We need him. He's been playing pretty well. Not as well as Maka. He's doing a great job having a party on top of the scoreboard, dancing the Macarena, probably.
Good classic reference.
Good times. Old times, too, in many ways.
Yeah.
I don't know. From Heet's point of view, if you can't beat the early aggression, then whatever plan you had to go to the end of the game is you're not going to be able to execute it, right?
Right. And they've been able to beat it over towards A, as I mentioned earlier. It's the B-bomb side that's really been like a thorn in their side. They haven't even really been able to challenge that side of the map. They're just getting deleted every time they head in that direction. And if you can't ever attack B, now we haven't seen a whole lot of action in mid either. Just a push one round from Masuta.
Yeah, it's been tough. I feel like because without the A ramp, what do you really got on the T side? If you go B or mid, it's going to be obvious. It's not that those positions can't be attacked or don't work, but you just can't make it that obvious. If you just leave A alone, then eventually the CTs are going to start to say, well, then we'll just put one person at A ramp and we'll put 2 middle to B, and you're definitely not going to make your way through.
Out of the tech delay, we're getting a timeout from Heet as they want to talk things over, and I imagine they're having a very similar conversation to what we're talking about right now. Is okay, how do we, one, deal with this aggression, and two, do we deal with it head on, or do we find a way to go away from their push down B stairs? Can we hit out mid quickly if they're going to put 2 players at B stairs early?
Yeah. I mean, some teams, obviously, if they were playing outsiders on this map right now, Falcons, you would just, outsiders be fine with all this aggression. They say, well, we're fine. We're just going to sit back until there's 30 seconds left.
Let you use all your utility, let you use all your smokes, and we'll come attack these aggressive positions when you've got no more utility to do anything.
Yeah, but the problem is, if that's not a game plan that Heet have been practicing and they are comfortable playing, you can't just do it. Not everyone could just become outsiders just by watching them play, you know?
They do go at it head on. Joko makes his way out. Forces out a defensive smoke early. And also challenging in middle. Perhaps a boost up coming in. Haji's going to find the first kill. That's down A ramp. So even without B stairs control, Falcons have found A ramp control.
And Masuta in a strong position here to maybe get a kill, and he's not even going to escape. I was going to say, I don't think that's necessary at all.
It's not in any way. He really went for it. A wide swing, but...
And he did it earlier, remember, in the middle.
Yeah, he's looking for fights. He's bloodthirsty. Still, it's gonna work out, you'd say. Oh, missed the chance as Exercise drops down, but it's a 1v3. He does have the bomb. A plant's gonna be helpful, but you have another flank coming in. Haji, off his success earlier with the opening kill at A ramp, he's gonna push all the way through the map. And Exercise, he's tucked himself behind the double stack so that he can at least be isolated, but there's way too many players to deal with. Nice headshot, but that was always going to be the result at the end of the day. 9-3.
Yeah, I mean, fair play and good understanding for Exercise and how to position himself to try to win what is essentially an unwinnable round. I mean, he did the best that he could with the smoke, and like you said, trying to isolate himself a little bit, but it didn't work out. 9-3 going to be the scoreline, you're right. And things are looking great right now for Falcons.
This is Heet's pick as well.
Yeah, that's a mind.
Yeah, that's never fun. Going into your map pick and just realizing that you're getting decimated. Now, I will say, I was looking at the map stats just before we kind of joined the server and got this match underway. Vertigo is not necessarily a great team for either of them, but it's an abysmal team for Falcons, 33% win rate. So this might have been a little bit of a cheeky attempt for Heet to try and really punish kind of a low win rate and go away from a stronger map for Falcons. But obviously the game plan they brought into it at the moment, I don't know if it's not working or if they just haven't been allowed to do it because Falcons is just in their face.
It feels like they really are getting hard countered with a lot of this aggression that's happening. Oh, that is just shot and a half. Afro through, I'm not even sure it was 1 or 2 boxes there, but either way, it's going to be able to bring down the second player. Maka now, oh, he's surely going to get run. He's absolutely dead. And that's finally the aggression here on the CT side, working against them, and Heet getting a chance to breathe. Good stuff.
Well, once again, the A ramp is where they've found pretty much all their success. So hit it again. 4th round on the board as Python looks to save the M4.
You know what the real upside is of having somebody called Python in the game is that it's spawned an angry war in the Twitch chat amongst all the different programmers out there.
Okay, I thought there was going to be like Snake fans, Snake pet owners.
I mean, maybe I think there are more coders than there are snake pet owners. To be honest,
probably, yeah, I would agree with you. It's just my brain went to the animal.
I'm seeing really. some really unfortunate JavaScript programmers that probably need to join 2022 and quit doing that altogether.
Oh, so you're going to get on the developer battle now?
I'm not going to be on the JavaScript side for sure. You can bet you that. I've seen maybe 2 lonely C++ guys. Shout out to you guys. They're really rare. They're valuable. They're the ultra nerds of the
of the developer community.
We need them. We need them badly. 9-4 is the scoreline though.
Interestingly enough, though, like despite these runs, it was 5-0 to start this map, and then the money wasn't great for Falcons after a single loss. They scraped together another bye, but the economy was gone pretty quick. And after this 4-round streak, they lose one, and money again is in kind of a weird place where they're taking their first time out to talk about how they want to handle the last 2 rounds of this opening half. Do you want to force buy here and potentially put yourself in a hole for the final?
Surely not.
Do you want to use this M4 and pick up some deagles and some pistols, see if you can win it, but set yourself up for a strong buy in the final round?
Oh, man. I don't know. I feel like we're in kind of a weird position right now where it could be the case that this actually does finish 9-6 and Heet have a great shot at it. So, interesting times.
Okay, sticking to just pistols. Despite all the struggles on the T side, ooh, nice flashbang, and there goes Python.
Out of it. I feel like this is the
C++ fans having a field day.
They're having a party right now. Oh, man. Shout out to anyone working in Rust. No, never mind. It's too much. We're getting too deep off the reservation now.
I can't go down this path with you. I don't know enough about the subject matter.
I'm just pretending to. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just out here getting free internet points. I think this is the better choice for Falcons. If I'm being honest, I think saying, all right, you can get 5, we'll get 10, that's still a pretty good scoreline. I think if they force up into this round, they really risk getting that 9-6, which just doesn't feel quite the same. I feel like at that point, Heat are going to be looking at it, sort of shrugging it off, saying, okay, that was a rough first half.
Yeah, but
we made it.
If you don't risk 9-6, you can't get 11-4.
That's true.
Why are you looking at it in the negative way?
I don't know, Jason.
Everyone knows when you make decisions, you always imagine them going out as best as possible. Nice kills here from NBK. An unwinnable round. Afro's going to take him down from behind. 9-5. Final round of the first half, and Falcon's going to be fighting for double digits.
9-5. 15th round and a chance for Heat to actually get back into this. You've got to appreciate that. They've stuck through it. They've really been beat up a lot in the first half. But, you know, Afro's got 14 kills, 11 on body, 11 on exercise. They look resilient. I mean, a lot of teams, I think, could have crumbled here just behind the pressure. Really suffocating when you just can't do anything. Oh, run boost in the 15th round, but it does get spotted. I appreciate it. This is not a boring team to watch, is it?
That, again, might have been a call to make to try and negate some of that aggression. Maybe you catch them off guard. Maybe you catch someone trying to push downstairs or go for an early nade and almost had it. And also, I mean, just based off that run boost, when you get that kind of a swing around, I think it probably feels for Falcons like you have control of stairs, even though Joko's backed off.
Just the willingness to do it in a round with a rifle as well. I mean, I just appreciate it all together. Wallbang's actually a bit early. They look like they did want to try and do something there. They still might. Molotovs exchanged over a minute on the clock, so they're not under any real pressure here. NBK got to be really careful. That's
bold.
Yeah, that is bold.
Well, Python's left alone at the B stairs. Exercise is starting to peer towards middle. Jax finds a kill. Knocker with the immediate equalizer into a 4-on-4. And this is where Exercise might make his play.
Yeah, Python's been aggressive so many times when they've been moving on the other side. This time he's going to get challenged, but he'll win the fight against Joko Afro. They're on the return. 2 versus 3. And now they're in a little bit of trouble, though. 30 seconds. The bomb.
Python got 2 there.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't even see the second player. I don't know how that happened, but he grabbed one through the wall. Jax is laughing about it, so...
Did he get him through the wall?
Wall or through the teammate? But yeah, there's people just having a good chuckle despite the incredible significance of this round and of this map. Exercise is all on his own, which means Afro's all on his own, which means NBK can do that. Bomb does get planted, though, at the last second. Turns this into a 1-on-1, and ooh, big win from Haji.
There we go. That's the second victim.
Oh my dear.
No. But a 10-5 first half in favor of Falcons. What an interesting way to get started here in this elimination game. We'll see what happens. I think Falcons might have done enough, but we don't really know yet. We'll find out after the break. Stay tuned.
Very good meme. They actually did a very good meme where it showed like his POV, but it was like the hair taking up the top of the screen. Fair play to them. All the memes though didn't help the qualify.
悪魔が恐れるデビルハンターはな、頭のネジがぶっ飛んでるやつだ。まだ人の身も捨てねえんだよ。
Great flashbang, Denka caught blind. Warrow and Joel 2 versus 4. Orp and AK. With the Orp already missing the shot. Joel boxed in. K23 should have this one good as gold. X5, he walks into it, Raijin. One more, Warrow, 1 versus 3. Collects it, looking for a second extra power. We'll snuff that one out. And it is indeed a 4th on the board for the CT side.
Easy stuff. Needed as well. We're kind of saying this was starting to get quite concerning. With Monty being on the brink of guaranteeing 8 rounds at the half and probably the possibility of taking at least a couple more, you do get concerned about what K23 can do in a response. That's much better. The bomb does go down, which is a priority, but this time the retake much better. All because they play the numbers and they play the trades. It's quite simple, but effective. All the same, 3-round gap. K23 trying their best to whittle it down, and winning this round and making it as cost effective would be the best way to do so, because that can break that Monty economy and get them right back in the conversation to finish off this first half.
Let's see it. It is a 5v4, or 5v5, excuse me. Fesser's low. Single AWP for the CT side, 1 for Monty as well. It's a game of patience that Monty have been playing. You would expect with the names that you've got on this team for fast plays, flashy 3Ks, you know, all of the stops being pulled out. Instead, I feel it's a lot more calculative for Monty.
Welcome back from the break. We have the second half on the opening map in this elimination series between Team Falcons and Heet. We're on Vertigo. Falcons are in the lead, 10-5. It's a good start.
Yeah, it is a really good start, but switching sides this can still be a very difficult one to close out. We saw just the team shot of Heat over there with Jax on the team. Mood seems to be good. People are smiling, some chatter going around. No one's seeming too depressed about how the first half went. As you mentioned too, impressive they were able to sustain and fight through so much of that aggression that was knocking them off their game, knocking them off the style they want to play.
Yeah, I think in the context of how that felt in the first half, 5 rounds is probably not that bad. If Heat can win this pistol round, they can sort of turn it around and maybe start to dish out some punishment of their own. Jax is almost getting hunted down. 1 health left. A couple of dualies on exercise, but they're scaling up that A ramp, looking for it. They're not committed.
No, they wanted to put the fear of God in them, right? They wanted to put a little bit of pressure on this A bomb set. It has pulled a rotation over, and now they have a lot of time. They can walk across the map, and Heat is still going to be really, really concerned about what might be coming at A ramp, especially because Jax has been brought down to 1 HP. It does look like Falcons are just going to stick around and wait for a timing to come back when they clear out and make sure middle isn't being pushed and B stairs aren't being compromised.
Yeah, they're giving the space for Heat to go look for the information, and if they go look real down the ramp like they themselves would do all the time on the CT side, then they're gonna get caught.
They got the space now. It's a nice little window of opportunity. Afro, Body, and Jax all shifting back towards CT spawn in middle. Even Joko is shifting back to the boxes of A bomb site. We'll see how long it takes for this window of opportunity to slam shut, because Falcons have not made their move.
No, they really haven't. 40 seconds. Oh, he's setting up for a flashbang, either for a peek down the stairs or just in general, just to in case anything happens. But we can tell they're starting to get back here, but
it's going to have to be a retake. Jax doesn't have the HP to actually hold on. Although Afro and Exercise are coming here right now, so he does arrive.
Smoke up, flash up around the corner. Oh, wow, Joko, that is a shot through the smoke to take down Masuta. Drops the bomb, and he's gonna get one more. This time on NBK, boosting up while the bomb is being planted, trying to run it down. The bomb is planted, but it doesn't matter. The dualies come wrecking through the smoke, and a double kill is what they're gonna get. Marker back here alone, 1 versus 4. They do have a defuse kit, so they have a little bit of time here. Surely he can't win this one. Smoke is up in front as well, and they're gonna hunt him down. Jax with the shot. Good retake in the middle of the bomb plant, even starting it.
Yeah, what are you even supposed to do though if you're Falcons? Like that's a fine pistol round. You just get unfortunate, unlucky that 2 players get killed through smokes on the entrance. What a huge benefit, a huge boon over to Heat to make this work. And you're exactly right. When you have that kind of an advantage, push through. You know one player's, not only are you in a 5-on-3, you know one player's planting the bomb. So essentially you have those few seconds where it's a 5-on-2. Both CT sides winning the pistol, and it's 10-6.
4 Galils being picked up. Look at that. 5 of them to go and fight Heat. So they're not gonna be bending quite so soon. They want to see if they can keep it up. 2 smokes on the Falcon side. So mainly just rolling the dice here on the power of the Galils, which I don't know, it's not crazy. Especially if you're gonna be fighting through the smoke like this. A lot of bullets to put in. Okay, there's the early peek, and Joko is lucky to be alive. Jax, not with the same fortune on his side. He's going to be out of it.
Oh, that's a really, really good start. Heavy damage onto one player, a kill onto a different one. Falcons in a 5-on-4. Defense is going to get spread thin. Ooh, Haji's going to win the battle as well. He's dinked down low, but a huge advantage now for Falcons, and Heat surely is feeling the pressure.
They don't have any nades either. I mean, I don't know if it would help them that much on the Heat side, but it'd be nice if they had a couple of HEs or something to just slow them down. Body, there was a real chance he could have sprayed them down. Haji about to give Exercise a heart attack. And Joko all on his own. 1 versus 4 here. They're going to find an empty bomb site, and that is a huge uppercut being delivered by Falcons to Heat.
Yeah, devastating loss. One more roadblock thrown in their way. After all the pushes in the first half, now losing the second round after winning pistol, Heat was probably feeling like they could build up some momentum. So 11-6. Yeah. Look at the spread as well on the Falcon side. Everyone delivering. You mentioned kind of the top players over on the Heat side of things. Afro with 16 kills, Exercise with 15. But on the Falcon side of things, the top fraggers at 14 and the lowest is at 11. They're all right there with each other.
Real team effort coming out. Great stuff. Makes them a lot harder to break. 11-6 as a scoreline, stealing the tiny bit of momentum that Heat managed to build up. They take it right back. Things started to look a little bit better. 5 more rounds and they can pick up this map, which again was picked by Heet. But Falcons are making it their own map right now. Some good stuff. Seeing an AK, a couple of M4 stolen. Even that's obviously super beneficial in terms of the money. And they can't fight back. They have the one from us and some deagles picked up, and that's about it.
Not really any armor on those upgraded pistols either, just body. Just body with armor next to Joko. Masuta, that's a nice headshot, and he almost grabbed a second one, almost grabbed Jax as well, and he's not going to be afraid to push forward. There he is. Wow. He's got it. That's very precise. Masuta taking space and pushing forward, and Falcons are going to get to 12.
Yeah, that kind of aggression from Masuta, I was a little bit critical about it on the CT side, but on the T side, it could be a massive benefit.
Especially in a round like this where you smell blood in the water. You know you're going to have the advantage in any fight you find. Try to save the FAMAS on Joko. Try and save the Deagle on the 5-7 on the other 2 players as well. You can try again in the next round.
3 versus 5 here, and yeah, why not try and hold on to it if you can. Masuta's already out hunting. Should be able to get this one. Ooh, spots him out. And the missed shot from Afro means Masuta's going to bring him down. 3 kills.
All
Joko,
3 kills.
Don't fall off the side.
No, he's toying with it.
Did you know that whatever it is, the garbage tube, the blue thing that's out here?
Sure, the garbage chute?
Yeah, you can shoot through that.
Sick.
You can shoot people, CTs that are on the other side.
Where would they be standing on the other side?
They're going to be standing up on the railing on that forward box that sometimes gets Molotov, the one that's right next to the stairs.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah. Can be done.
Try that in your matchmaking games. Make sure you send all successful clips, or, you know, if it happens.
I've been trying to sell this idea to people behind the scenes. But most of the pros, when I talk about this stuff, they just roll their eyes and walk away.
It says everything, really.
I can understand, you know. Listen, I don't blame them.
I think those ideas like that would you could probably sell people on an idea like that a little bit easier if you weren't also suggesting that we build underwater villages for dolphins. Like, you know, if you throw so much garbage out there into the world, people are essentially just going to think that you're full of garbage.
Yeah, but I think it makes it more interesting, you know? You have to find the good ideas amongst the really crazy ideas.
No, but you're supposed to filter those out. That's supposed to be like an internal process that you do on your own time.
Yeah, but it's more of like a scavenger hunt, you know? Like, you have, well, it's more exciting that way.
It's a group project.
By the way, the triple boost that they had going on over on the B-bomb side, there's actually another triple boost that's possible.
As if on cue.
Closer to the stairs. A little bit of damage in return, but Joko is very low. There is another boost you can do on the CT side. You know where people sit right by where that sign is that said hazard or something, where people are ducked down on the CT side?
Yes.
If you boost right next to that, you can actually look over and you can look into the middle, but from the stairwell side of things. And also, because it's a triple boost, the upper person can look down into the B stairs as well. You can look both in the middle and B stairs at the same time.
Okay, that's cool. Have you tried to sell any pro teams on that one?
Sure, yeah, of course. I know which rooms they're in, so I knock on their doors at 3 in the morning. I'm like, guys, I know your game is in like 6 hours, but I have a really good plan. Like,
nice. I like
listen
that.
to this. 13-6 is the scoreline, and Falcons, they're walking right through this game right now. This is actually, now, all of a sudden, it looks fairly one-sided.
Yeah, the runway is really short for Heet. They need to go on like a big stretch of winning rounds here when they're down 7 on their own map pick as well in an elimination series. Exercise and Jax towards the B bomb site, towards the B stairs. They're going to get aggressive in their own right. Body and Afro to defend A ramp, and Joko's going to be in middle with an off angle. That's a great kill around the edge of the smoke. Masuta never saw it coming.
Yeah, nice start. They need it badly. Almost a good return there. Got to be careful. Yeah, Afro making an escape. Almost burned to a crisp. He's down to 15 health. They have a 4 and 5 that they need to start the round with.
Yeah, need to close out as well. Like, you don't want to... Losing the second round is demoralizing, but, you know, coming into this first gun round and losing a 5-on-4 would be really, really painful. There's a lot of money built up on the side of Falcons as well.
4 on 5. And just a Molotov, just in case they wanted to be real aggressive with it. still pretty good spread. Kind of Joker at the moment, holding both middle and B at the same time, which you can do. So it means they have a pretty good defense on the A-bomb side with 3 people over here. Flash on out. Marka, I don't know how he spotted the body, but he did. Good read.
He might have just spammed into that smoke. We didn't see the initial swing, but yeah, he also might have just seen a leg or a shoulder disappearing into the smoke. This is the final play for Team Falcons. Towards the B bomb site, Python spots 1. They don't have any utility to fuel. Oh, they do have a Molotov. It's coming in way too late though. Haji's taking, or NBK's taking the damage, even though Haji gets the kill. And a 2-on-4.
Yeah, they really needed that early Molotov to clear out the corner. Otherwise, there's just way too much to deal with. Gonna try and see if maybe... No, not even gonna be possible now. Surely, Haji on his own in a 1 versus 4. I was gonna say maybe they could have tried to plant the bomb, but not so. Body with a nice triple.
And that's a relatively clean win for Heat with 4 players surviving, so they get some breathing room with the money they have behind this. 13-7, 6 rounds back, but I mentioned Falcons is rich. They've got a couple of buys left. This one and probably the next one as well, if they're to lose. Gained a lot of cash in that small little 3-round win streak. Only 2 players survived in those 3 rounds for Falcons, or only 2 players died in those 3 rounds for Falcons.
Yeah, that's a good bonus, even after this buy. It's crazy how much money they have.
Yeah, and they'll be able to build up and sustain as the losing bonus builds up if it keeps going. So Heat's going to be having a difficult time facing AK-47s constantly.
Back here. Oh, the flashbang is so deadly. NBK, though, looking the wrong way. Gonna be swinging out wide, but it's Haji to clean it up. 2-for-1 trade. Joker's done at the slink back here. They do have a Molotov, so if Maka decides to check it the harder way, which feels unlikely when they've already got 2 kills that deep, there shouldn't be a 3rd player here, but they're falling back. Yeah,
it depends. If they spend some time waiting and come back to the A-bomb site, they'll probably go through all those protocols again. But now they've used all the Molotovs and all the nades. Now it's drawn, Exercise, and Jax over. And this is one of the tough parts about this map is working your way to the other side and having to do it quietly due to the vertical nature. Because Exercise and Jax and Joko being in this position are like, yeah, there's no more pressure here. That's just a utility dump that means absolutely nothing. So Falcons is setting up for a mid-round split to the B bomb site. 2 players in middle, Python and Masuta.
Oh. Python caught Masuta, walks right in. He was low on health already. Jax with a double.
I think that's a mistake. They should have sent Masuta in first, the low HP.
Yeah, just to check it out, just to know. That's probably a good point. Marker back here with the AK. Slight chance, but not really a big one. Going to be a good trade there, but still a 2-on-2, and they have no health at all here. 16 combined on the side of Falcons. Even a bomb plant right now would actually be pretty great. Flash on over to set it up. Jax is so blind. There might have been a real shot at actually doing that. But now that he's got his vision back, he should be able to clean this one up. Triple on him so far, and he'll end it with a quad. That is a nice recovery here in a round that could have been dangerous. It's going to be 13-8.
That was the way out, though. Falcons had the right read. It just Haji didn't get aggressive enough around the generator. I guess he felt like he didn't really have the timing to swing wide, and
he was low
on HP. He hears like the spraying coming out and just decided not to go for it. This, I think, is the real calamity. If Masuta goes first and just swings as wide as humanly possible, as wide as he can make it before he's tagged, there's a chance for that trade to come in effectively. And it's 2nd time out in the game used by Falcons.
3 rounds away.
Does Heat have a bird logo as well? I'm pretty sure that's a bird.
It could be. I won't rule it out, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yes, it's definitely a bird.
It is a bird, I agree. All right. What does that mean?
Nothing really. Just commenting. Coach is getting involved in the conversation. Falcons with another buy. That plan helps out massively. They're now up to a 2-round losing bonus, and they still have plenty of money left behind this. Even money to drop over Haji in the next round if it's needed. Although now that Maka's bought the AWP, maybe that's not the case.
They need to hold the focus right now, Heat. There's got to be a reason they picked the map, obviously. Maybe their CT side, once it gets warmed up,
and these are the games,
look a little better.
These elimination games and the qualification series that we have right now going on at the Road to Rio. These are the ones where sometimes like no lead is really safe, because you never know how pressure is not only going to affect the team that's trying to make the comeback, but also the team trying to close it out. When you finally feel like that victory is within your grasp.
Yeah, you can easily be derailed in the middle of trying to win a map. I think Marcus spotted that out, but couldn't quite get the jump up, so that's unfortunate.
Open for another one. What a shot. What a peek. Body onto NBK.
Almost the return. He's down low. Afro really committed to that one, and he's gonna get caught. That's too much.
It's a dangerous game those two players were rocking, jumping around.
Maybe especially when you're already in a 4-on-5, you know, just take the win and walk back. Jack's up here. Careful stuff, but he's gonna find the timing against Haji. Very low there, his body, and he gets wiped out. It's close to the smoke, almost gonna be tagging up Jax. They're gonna go for the bomb plant right away, and they'll be successful in doing it. 3-on-3 in the after plant here. And Jax is already super aggressive, almost caught with his back turned, but Python couldn't quite see it somehow. Misutra on the return though, and now Maka's pushed up into the smoke with the AWP, but why? This seems like madness. They might have thought someone was already defusing. They're both gonna get wiped out. I don't think they had a very good read of what was happening there.
No, the chaos of all the smokes and yeah, very aggressive play from Maka put him out of position entirely. If he's got an AK-47 or an M4, sure, go for that. The AWP though, so unwieldy.
Yeah.
I think maybe the only thing I can think of is if that's exactly what he was trying to do was saying, I'm gonna get close up, and you could see him lining up the AWP for when that tap actually does come in, but Masuta joining him and nobody watching for the jump over, nobody spotting for the second player.
I think he even took a shot initially, so they might have thought, you know, could have been a call from somebody else on the team saying that they're on it, they're already defused, something like that. You know, maybe they don't know and they think, okay, I've got to go and check it. That seemed wild.
Ooh, not a win, and there's a second player here as well. NBK gets them both. Stunning double.
That is a sick spray transfer coming out from NBK.
That's what you need from the veteran, delivering you something like that to start round 23. Just as Heat is making their comeback. Their money is really, really in a painful position. This would be a phenomenal round for Falcons to win.
Yeah, it's not like there's that much money either on the Heat side of things, so yeah, if they could steal this round right back, that would be something. Now they've called a freeze map wide, just to see if the CT side wants to be aggressive. They're a little bit worried about that.
Masuta and NBK both looking for pushes. One outside the B bomb site, one into mid. They get those kills so early in the round, they have the time to hit the pause button and make Heat sweat. Afro's playing passively with an AWP at the A bomb site. Body's keeping an eye on middle, and Exercise is going to be alone at B. Now, Body does have the utility to shift between the bomb sites, so that's a good position for him to be in. He's got a support flash for Exercise if he needs it.
30 seconds on the clock. Started to get here.
Exercise might... I was going to say, there's a timing where he could have dropped the smoke, but it's too late now.
Yeah, he's just going to be on his own. Needs some backup. Flash comes in. It's really good. It actually tags up Maka. That's really nicely done. Still 20 seconds. Nade around the corner. NBK doesn't get tagged by it. Otherwise, he would have been blown up. Molotov and more nade on top. It's a lot of damage, but they're still down a man here. And Body almost caught there. He's down low himself. Afro on the AWP. Might be better to switch out the guns here and try and get the other one to Afro. He's on his own. They know where one of them is. NBK back there hiding with one of his own. Oh, he can't get it. There we go. NBK to close out the round. Good triple. I thought for a second he missed the shot. It's going to be 14-9, and that is a huge problem for Heat.
That's a massive problem for Heat. Good shot at the end for NBK. He gets the opening 2 kills that allows Falcons to really work the map and spread out and play with it. This is that transfer down as well. Nice job. Joko's going to be a little bit frustrated. Good trade here. That was all important. And you can see that flashbang did come out from Body, from middle, over the beams to try and help and support, but it just wasn't enough. And a timeout.
Fired up, aren't they?
Timeout called by Falcons. Their third of the map.
A lot of excitement on the side of Falcons. 14-9 here. They must know the position they're in. Talking about the economy, they must realize they've got them almost broken here. Force up from the Heat side is kind of risking it all.
Yeah, a lot of it goes into this round. 2 FAMAS, Scout, M4 on Body. Joko just on a pistol. Falcons staring a map 1 victory in the face. 5-round lead.
Look at what they have. Scout, FAMAS, 2 of them, and an M4. Very limited on the grenades. Spots the Scout up there. NBK gets a small taste, and they say, all right, might not be worth it.
Back to B we
NBK's been
go.
playing a good game, hasn't he?
There's only 1 Molotov on Maka. And if they use that to clear behind boards, Jax's position is going to be so incredibly strong.
Yeah, but if instead they throw it deep. All right, on the other side, we'll see. That back position, oh, he is sent flying out of the map. That's a problem. Masuta there for more openings. Good little jiggle there coming out from Joko. Going to be able to take down Masuta, but still 3 versus 2, actually 4 versus 2 now. Joko hoping for more of those 5-7 shots, but he's not coming. Instead, Afro 1 versus 4 here, looking like a 15th round for Falcons.
Get Haji a cookie for that shot. That's fantastic. That was the most dangerous position in that entire bomb site, especially without a whole lot of utility and without any Molotovs. Afro's just got to save the scout, which probably feels horrible. So Falcons are going to get 6 chances to close out the first map of this series. 6 chances to steal Heat's map away from them.
Shot was so good, I'd even upgraded to Red Velvet Cookie.
Red Velvet Cookie. Nice. I would have gone with white chocolate macadamia nut.
Ooh,
Oatmeal raisin is also a good contender.
That's a win.
Little scoop of ice cream on top.
Hand me at the macadamia nuts.
Overpass will be map number 2, and Falcons looking to take us there.
Yes, they are. Moving swiftly in the right direction. They seem really prepared for this one. Definitely looked like a slow start from Heat, and also looked like they just weren't ready for the game plan the Falcons were bringing to the first half on that CT side. The aggression was just really overpowering, and because they forced it up here, they're in even more trouble. 4 Deagles, 1 MP9.
Now, if you're tuning into this game, we have another series after this one, the 3rd series of the day. Well, I mean, I guess it would be like the 9th series of the day, wouldn't it? 4's going to be playing up against Bad News Eagles, another elimination series. That's Maka's going to be frustrated. He just dropped down. He just dropped off in a little elevated position and did not have the time to pull the trigger, but Afro gives it right back.
That was a good, strong start, though. You've got to appreciate it. Deagles to the rescue, possibly at least. Joko, could he do it again? He's going to try, but this time Python going to be there to catch him. Jax and Exercise have set up an interesting crossfire trap if anyone ever shows up, but of course if they don't, then instead they're going to be trying to retake the A-bomb site from real far away. Still winging around, still got a minute left. They don't have to really hurry up too much. Yeah, throw away the guns. No reason anyone should be able to come find them later on.
Yeah, I guess. Allow it. I don't think there was any kind of real significant chance of that all being salvaged. NBK's made plenty of noise trying to jump up in failure, so Exercise is calling that over to Body. NBK patiently waiting around the crack, seeing if there's going to be a response, and ooh, the timing. Timing kind of sucks for him, but he's got a huge advantage. This has to be a win here from Jax. Oh, they're not looking. They're not looking. He's still alive, and he runs out of bullets.
Wow, that is absolutely well done. 16-9 as Falcons yeet Heat out of the opening map. We're gonna go to a break.
You had that set up, didn't you?
I'm so
you
sorry.
thought about that this morning in the shower.
That's the kind of prep I do. We're gonna be in the second map after the break. Stay tuned.
Do you think you know everything about CSGO? Then stay alert and look out for the DHL drop quiz on the ESL CSGO Twitch channel.
That Mac 10 recovered, almost does everything. If he gets 2 kills there, that's the round.
Oh. Really nice recovery, though. The fact that Morales is still being brave, even in middle, takes the attention completely away. That's perfect. That's been a trend we've seen out of Illumina. Now equipped with the rifles. Jump. Yubi gets away safely. Battle for long. Flashes. No one can see a thing. X is so close to this smoke. Good damage. Corey even finds a kill. somehow staying alive in towards the pit. There's so many players still here, even more damage. Something like QB combined, all these players are falling. Tao does try and step in with one, but he needs a lot more. And Mark's been eliminated as well. Uzi catches the escape. Guns come out. Sangao, they advance.
Yeah, Sangal come in swinging. What a fight out towards long. Win every single engagement there. That was perfect. There was also a kill over towards B. The response from Illumina losing this presence out long was to push a player in B, and that's punished as well. Beautiful response from Sangal. Nice little flick at the end from Fuzi too. Get their first on the board, and attack timeout immediately called.
Yeah, makes sense. Off to a strong start. You want to halt any momentum that Sangao have, because that was a very clean round. A lot of kills coming in. Not really being traded out either. Rebuys can come in. You can see the AKs on the screens. So Lumen, I just want to talk this one through. I don't want to lose another investment to the rifles of Sangao. Don't want to give them any opportunity to build back into the game. This is Illuminar's map pick, remember, already doing better than they did against Fantasy on the T side.
Yeah, that says a lot, doesn't it? Smoke out long. Not contesting early though. Flashbang, that's empty, just to imply fight's coming. CTs aren't contesting anyway. They've got a double setup in short. Fuzi with the AWP. He's even setting up a flashbang. Sulfide ready to peek off this. It's beautiful. Swings out for one. Gets away as well. Bomb spotted. Fuzi's not even been activated yet. They managed to get away with their lives. Nice opener for Sangal.
Standing ready to fight though. Look at Morels trying to push through this. Molly goes toe to toe with Fuzi. Fuzi wants nothing to do with it. Drops the smoke, backs off. Ground given up. Illuminar, they got space in towards short. Now they look to exert themselves up towards middle. Can drop a smoke for a mid to be potentially. Reets.
Do you think you know everything about CSGO? Then stay alert and look out for the DHL drop quiz on the ESL CSGO Twitch channel. Because as soon as the question is asked during the stream, the clock starts ticking. You will have 60 seconds to type your answer in the chat using this format. And keep in mind, speed is important at DHL. So the faster you answer correctly, the more points you get. Keep track of how well you are performing on the leaderboard. Will you manage to make it to the top and win one of these amazing prizes?
We counted them out. We did not think the Falcons would fly, but they did. And not only that, they caught some prey in the form of Heet. And Heet were yeeted off the iconic skyscraper of Counter-Strike, Vertigo, which was their map pick. So Team Falcons in a great position now, 1-0 up with their map pick to play next. Before I break it down with my analysts, it's time for our DHL drop. Everybody at home, you know how this works. If you don't, it's very simple. I ask you a question, you answer in the chat with A, B, C, or D, an exclamation mark DHL drop, and then at the end of our segment, we give you the answer. Prizes, of course, on the line. All right, so are you ready? The question for today is, how many rounds did G2 win during all three maps, all three, of the IM Cologne Grand Finals in 2021? Was it A, 34, B, 36, C, 38, or D, 40? Put your answer in the chat with exclamation mark DHL drop, and we'll give you the answer at the end of the segment. And with that being said, everybody, with Blair and Kassar's help, it's time to break down that first map. Falcons with a great performance.
They yeeted. Absolutely yeeted Heat out of the server there. And Kasadi said it as well. They did, absolutely. I'm going to keep saying yeet because we started it.
Because it's Heat and yeet.
Yeah, exactly.
Just you do your thing and then...
All right. So here's the thing. Jokes aside, you did allude to the fact that this vertical pick coming in was a little bit of a punish from the side of Heat towards Falcons. And Falcons were ready for that. They had a great game plan, especially that CT side. The aggressive defense they had just stifled Heat.
It seems like on paper, right, that the harder part